A cook. I mean, are you kidding me? A cook. Wasn't I just working in a pizza place? Yeah, a cook. And I said to him, no. I want to go warrant officer flight training program. I had done my research. And he looked at me and he said, you can't do that. Oh. Now let me tell you, when you're faced with a can't, I will challenge you. Let's not accept it blindly when we know there is a better way. Let's be curious and ask the question that I asked, which was, why not? Let's see if we can get it here. Maybe not. We were working. Let's see. Next slide. We can fix it either way. Why not? What is standing in my way? I wanted to know. Now, here's the deal. You have to ask it with curiosity, not with attitude. Right? There is a difference, isn't there? Yeah, why not? I need to know what is standing in my way. And he looks at me and he says, well, you need perfect eyesight. I have that. Why not? Well, you need perfect physical condition. I used to have that. I haven't seen that one in a while now. Why not? Well, you need a college degree. I almost have 3. Why not? Well, you need leadership. I said, I have that too. Why not? Well, because, Help me out. What did he say? Oh, you've heard this before. And I had to ask him, help me out. What did I ask him? And he said, what do you think he said? How many of you think it was because I was a woman that he said, you can't do this? Here's what he said. I don't know how to do the paperwork. He didn't know how to do his job. I mean, can you imagine if I had walked in and I had believed him instead of me? Would I have become a helicopter pilot? Would I now be a motivational speaker? I travel all over the world. I just got back from Rome. Ooh. Working on South Africa for next year. Yeah, my suitcase is full. Sorry, ladies. Would I be here today? My entire future changed because I was willing to believe in myself, my abilities, my potential more than someone else's lack of belief, someone else's lack of training. So I'll tell you what I did. I sat in his office, I read the regulation, and I did the paperwork for him. I did his job. Because when it really, really comes down to it, your future is your responsibility. It is up to you to be in the pilot seat of your career, of your future, of your family. You are the pilot in command of your career. Every step of the way, someone else said, you can't do this. When I went to the flight doctor to take my flight physical, he looked at me and he said, young lady, don't you know flight school is really hard? What makes you think you can do this? You are wasting my time. Yeah. And I could look at him in that confidence that I had built within myself and said, "Sir, I have an appointment. Let's just take the physical." And we did. And when I went to take my testing, I had to take the flight aptitude skills test. They call it the FAST test. It's really slow. And the proctor issuing the test says to me, "Young lady." Do we like that? Don't you know this test is really hard? What makes you think you can do? You are wasting my. Y'all have heard this before. And I could look at him in my confidence and say, "Sergeant, I have an appointment. Let's just take the test." And we did. Every step of the way, someone else didn't believe. I could choose to believe them, or I could choose to believe in me. Belief is a choice. And that belief, it's not always easy, is it? No. Can I tell you a secret? Okay, one person said yes. Right up front here. The secret is, I grew up so shy, I wouldn't even call my own hairdresser for an appointment. Yeah. How many of you are the introverts, the shy ones, but you're teaching and helping people? Because here's what happens. When your mission to be bigger than you are, to your mission to help others, your mission becomes bigger than being shy. It becomes more important. And that's what happened to me. My mission to be up here on stage, yeah, you're probably going, "Yeah, right." No, that introvert, that little shy girl, is she still in me? If I gave her way, she'd be sitting in that corner rocking. Let me just watch for a while. That's not me now, though. I choose to play bigger. I choose to be bigger, and I choose to make a difference, just like each of you do with our youth every day. School's in session, and even when it's not, when you're making your plans. Yeah, I know how hard you work. My sister's a teacher in Shreveport in an inner city school teaching advanced math. Yeah. I know how hard you work. I found out once I got into flight school that when my packet had gone to the Pentagon, all that paper to the selection board, there were only 2 spots in the entire United States of America. 2 spots in the nation. I got to tell you, if I had known that going into all those situations, I would not have been so confident. I would have been a lot more nervous, a lot more timid, a lot less likely to believe. We aren't always meant to know. We're meant to believe. So I told you at the beginning I almost failed flight school, right? Yeah. Well, when I got to flight school, oh wait, I have something for you. I have a gift. Would you like a gift? Does anyone like free? Ooh, free, yes. So I talked about being confident, right? And I had to build my own confidence and figure out how to do this, especially with the story I'm about to tell you about almost failing flight school. So what I did is I shot these 3 confidence-boosting strategies as videos, and I have them for you for free. So if you text the word FLY, it's up on the screen right now. If you text the word FLY to 72,000, you can write this down, you can get your phone out. But if you text the word FLY to 72,000, it will send you, say yes that you want it, and it will send you a mobile link to 3 YouTube videos with 3 specific strategies on how to be more confident in your life and how to boost your confidence. Because I will tell you, I believe that we have a confidence crisis in this world. Not this company. This isn't a company. In this world, we have a confidence crisis, don't we? Our youth are not being equipped to be confident. And when you have confidence, you have resilience and better adaptability to change, don't we? Yeah. Free videos, free training. I don't even ask for an email. just a pure gift from me to do what I can to help our confidence. And it's in a text message you can forward to anybody else you'd like. Now, don't say, I think you need these confidence videos. No. All right, you ready to move on? Because I'm about to teach you how to fly a helicopter. Would you like to learn how to fly a helicopter today? Say yes. All right, then let's learn how to fly. I'm going to put you in the pilot seat. You see, as I told you at the beginning, I almost failed flight school. But in order for you to understand what flying a helicopter is like in flight school, I need to teach you how to fly first. Sound good? Yes. All right, then let's do this. All right, so in order to do this, I do need you to set whatever paper or whatever you have in your lap, you're going to need to set it on the floor. I need you to have both hands and both feet, if you are able, completely accessible and available in your seats. Okay? All right, you ready to learn how to fly? Say yes? Yes. Okay, with your right hand, the right hand is the cyclic. So I want you to stick your right hand out as far as you're able with the chair in front of you. It's okay. So that's your cyclic. The cyclic is a stick. It goes down to the floorboard, up into the rotor system, and it can close. Go ahead and just keep it out here. I'm going to show you what it does, though. You're really following directions well. All right, it's going to control whichever direction you push that stick, it's going to control the pitch on our rotor blades. So it determines what direction we go. So right now, all together, I want you to push it forward, and you're going to lean forward. Okay, now you're flying forward. Excellent. I want you to push it this way, and I'll go this way. Very good. And now we're going to go this way, and all together go this way. Yes, you've got it. You're flying. Now we're going to go back. Pull it back. Whoa, 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 whoa. You have a tail back there. If you pull it too far back, you'll hit your tail. That's bad. Do not hit your tail. Okay, that's your right hand. With your left hand, I want you to imagine your elbow. You got to keep your hand up. Come on, there's no autopilot. Your hands are on the controls, and let me just tell you, I can see you. Okay? So I want your hands on the controls. So your left hand, I want you to imagine your elbow is pinned down by your hip or rib cage, and all you can move is the front. So it's a lever off the floorboard. Oh my gosh, I'm telling science. It's a lever off the floorboard, and you're going to pull up in the front. Okay, that's your power. So with your power, the higher you pull it, the more fuel it puts into the engines, and the more airspeed we get, or the more altitude, height we get. So it's all about the power. So go ahead and pull some power up. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So, okay, so we're going to pull power. Now, what happens when you pull power is it also puts power to your tail rotor. So when you're flying straight like this, and you pull power, what happens is the tail does this. Now, I'm flying straight, and my tail is off to the side. Is this aerodynamic? No. So with your feet, independently of each other, you're going to push on the foot pedals to get your tail behind you, what we call in trim. Go ahead and push your feet on the pedals. Yeah. All at the same time. But wait, there's more. While you're doing that, you have a center console of avionic and navigation equipment to tell you who to talk to and where to go. So while you're monitoring all that, you also have 4 feet of instrument panel you're scanning to make sure you stay in your system limits. Because even though we are in the air, there are speed limits. There's just no signs. You have to have them all memorized. So while you're scanning that instrumentation, you're also scanning through your windows. You have a front window, you have a door window, and you have what's called a chin bubble or chin window down by where your feet. In fact, right now, I want you to look at your feet if you're able. Because if we lose our engine, that's where we're going to go. There is no lift. If we lose our engine, you're going straight down. So we're making sure we don't hit a tree or a power line or another aircraft. Those are bad. Don't hit those all at the same time. But wait, there's more, because while you're doing all that, you have a helmet on, and with your helmet, you've got a microphone, and you're talking internally to your crew and externally to air traffic control. Yeah, it's like multitasking on steroids. It's not like anything else. But is it like anything else? How many of you have ridden a roller coaster before? You can put your hands down. You don't have to fly anymore right now. We'll give you a break. I'll take the controls. How many of you like to ride roller coasters? I got to tell you, I think you're lying. Because if you are a fan of roller coasters, roller coaster fans don't do one arm up. Right? It's two arms up when you're a roller coaster fan. So, all right, roller coasters. Flying a helicopter is like a roller coaster. You can go high or low, fast or slow, to the right or to the left. You determine which way it should go. That's what flying a helicopter is like. Now, flying a helicopter, the first maneuver you must learn is how to hover. Hovering is when you're 8 to 10 feet off the ground, the wind whips off the rotor system, it comes down and hits the ground, and it buffets the helicopter, and it makes it aerodynamically unstable. I mean, it's so aerodynamically unstable, it's like the bumblebee that shouldn't fly but doesn't know any better and flies off anyway. It's aerodynamically unstable, and hovering is the first maneuver that you must learn because it's how you get up off the landing pad and you go anywhere. Hovering is a required maneuver. And hovering, in fact, ladies, I want you to take a deep breath and sit up straight. Because women make the best helicopter pilots. It is true. It was in Time magazine, February of 2013, that women had to have better safety records and have better flight records than men because we have a softer touch. And a soft touch is best. But what happens to that soft touch when your flight instructor is screaming at you? You're stupid. You don't deserve to be here. You are wasting my time. What makes you think you can do this? And my least favorite of them all. A monkey can fly better than you. Yeah. And that soft touch I needed to hover, do you think it stayed soft? No. And I'd go too far to the right and back too far to the left and back too far to the right and back too far to the left, and we started doing what's called a pendulum maneuver. That's a prohibited maneuver. Don't do that. And the instructor pilot, his name was Buck. Buck would take the controls away from me. And he would start yelling at me again. Every day. Every day. Well, the first week it wasn't so bad. The guys couldn't hover either. It really was hard. The second week, no problem. I'm not the only one struggling. Until the third week, I am the only one struggling. The fourth week marks the halfway portion of this part of flight school I have to pass to move on, but my grade sheet every day, F, 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 F. The beginning of the fifth week, I walk into the commander's office. Sir, I'd like an instructor change. Denied. Did I mention I was the only girl in the class? Denied. Sir, could we? No. But sir, what if we? No. Go back to class. Yes, sir. And as I got to the door, I turned back to the commander. And I said, "Sir, with all due respect, I will not quit. You cannot make me quit. I'm going to show up, and I'm going to bring the best of my ability every single day, because when things get hard, it's not an if, is it? When things get hard, when you have a bad day, how you show up matters. And the fact of it is, there are plenty of people in this world who quit when it gets tough. Not you. Not you. You show up and bring the best of your ability every single day, what you can control. So I showed up the 6th week. I still failed. The 7th week, that Monday morning, there's not only this week and next week is my final exam, what I have to pass to move on. And I show up the beginning of that 7th week on that Monday morning, and maybe, just maybe, you might recognize how I showed up. It was a 1/4-mile walk like that. And as I got into the door, I looked up. Buck wasn't there. I'm thinking, yes, I have a shot. I have a chance. It's a younger substitute instructor. I'm thinking I can do this. But as I walked up to the table, he is looking at all my evaluations and grade sheets. Is that a good first impression? And he says to me as I walk up to the table, "What's the deal?"